Welcome to Cuckoo Crazy Crochet. Hi, my name is Ronnie and today we're going to make the Santa Claus bag. You will need a darning needle, a pair of scissors, 5mm hook, some red yarn, some black yarn, some white yarn, and some fluffy white yarn. Get your 5mm hook and your white yarn ready and we'll begin. First we're going to start out with a magic ring. In that magic ring you need 12 double crochets. Close your circle up. And slip stitch to your beginning double crochet. Now we'll need 2 double crochets in every stitch. And when mine is done, I'll be back. You should now have 24 double crochets. Slip stitch into your first double crochet. Now we'll be putting one double crochet in the first stitch, 2 double crochets in the next, 1 double crochet in the following stitch, and 2 double crochets in the next. This is your repeat all the way around, and when mine is done, I'll be back. Slip stitch in your first double crochet. You should now have 36 double crochets all the way around. On our 4th round, we will be putting 1 double crochet in each stitch around. You'll still have 36 double crochets. When I get this round done, I will return. You should now have 36 stitches. You need to slip stitch into that first double crochet and turn your bag right side out. And you will need to get your black yarn out. We're going to be putting in the eyes here momentarily. Row 5. On this row, we're going to put 1 double crochet in the next 13 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th double crochet, only do half of it. We're going to add in our black. And then finish that double crochet. Then we're going to put 1 double crochet in black in the next 3. Don't finish that last black double crochet. I cut off the yarn here in black, and then I'll re-add it again. I'll show you why in a minute. Pick up your white and finish that double crochet. Now you're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches. Sorry. We only do a half of a double crochet here. I re-add my black yarn. Finish that double crochet. Do 2.5 double crochets with the black. Cut off the black yarn. Add your white yarn. And finish your row. When my row is finished, I'll come back and show you what to do next. Slip stitch into the first double crochet. You should still have 36 stitches around. Now what I like to do is I like to just double knot the 2 black ends. On both eyes. And then I cut off the extra yarn. We're going to do 1 more row of double crochets, so you'll need 1 double crochet in each stitch around. At the end you will still have 36 double crochet. You'll need to fasten off your white yarn and put it aside and get out your red yarn. Keep your black yarn out because we're going to finish the face before moving on to the hat. When mine is done, I will return. This is what you should have so far. You need to cut off a little bit of your red yarn. Get your darning hook out, darning needle, I'm sorry. Let's see if we can get this up here closer. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 from the bottom here into up here. So you go to the second row down, third double crochet over, and then on the third row down, the third double crochet over. We're just going to make our nose here by wrapping the yarn around those 2 stitches. Or you can make your nose however you want, but this is how I'm doing it. When my nose is done, I will come back I'm just going to go around it a few more times. Once you're satisfied with how the nose looks, you need to fasten off your yarn and double knot the 2 ends together. And cut the excess off. Now you need a little bit of your black yarn for the mouth. I'm going to go 2 double stitches from the eye over, go down kitty cornered, go in about the nose, and back stitch. We'll see how this looks. Then I'm going to come in here and weave in through the black yarn. And the red yarn. Through the black yarn. To make our way back over to the other side. And this is what my mouth looks like. So now I'm going to cut off the black yarn. Double knot the black yarn. Cut the excess yarn off. Since we have the black yarn out already, we're going to go ahead and make the drawstring. You can make the mouth however you want. If you don't like my mouth, it's fine. Set him down for a minute. And pull out some black yarn. And make a slip stitch, slip knot. Now we're just going to chain 62. When mine is done, I'll be back. Okay, this is what your drawstring should look like. Set it aside. We'll use it after a bit. Now we're going to get a red yarn out and make a slip knot. I added at the same place that I fastened off the white. Make a slip stitch. And then we're just going to double crochet in each stitch around until you're back to the beginning. I'll be back when mine is done. We made it all the way around. I'm going to get rid of these two tails here. I'm going to put them inside the bag. Make a double knot, fasten them off. At the end of this round, you still have 36 double crochets all the way around. We're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. Now we're going to double crochet one time in the next 2 stitches, and then we're going to do a double crochet decrease. 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, double crochet decrease. This is your repeat all the way around, and when mine is done, I'll join back up with you. You should now have 27 stitches around. We're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. In this round, we're going to do 1 double crochet in the first stitch and then a double crochet decrease. One double crochet in the next stitch and then a double crochet decrease. This is your repeat all the way around. When mine is done, I'll be back. You should now have 18 double crochets all the way around. 1 more row. Slip stitch into the first double crochet, and in this row we're just going to put 1 double crochet in each stitch around. At the end you should have 18 double crochets. Fasten off your red yarn, but don't put it away, and I'll be back when mine is done. Okay, this is what you should have so far. At this time, we're just going to stick our tail inside our work. We're going to get out our fluffy yarn. Make a slip, a slip knot, excuse me. In the back of the bag, we're going to do front post single crochets. A single crochet, chain 1. That's all we're going to do around the double crochets. 1 single crochet, chain 1. Front post single crochet, chain one, front post single crochet, chain one. You're going to repeat this all the way around. When you get to the end, slip stitch into your first single crochet, fasten off, weave in your ends, and when mine is done, I will be back. You also could put up your fluffy white yarn because we will be done with it. This is what you should have. I would like to mention, if you don't have the fluffy yarn, white works just as good. I just had this fluffy yarn lying around, so I thought I'd use it. So now we need to get the drawstring out and fasten it to our darning needle. Come around the back and go in. And we're just going to weave it in and out between every second double crochet. Whoops. Try not to split your red yarn like I just did. Okay. Normally when I put this in, one string is longer than the other. I just put the ends together and fasten and pull tight on the bag. That closes it. It also straightens out your ends. So now they're even. And then I cut extra yarn off the drawstring. Now we're going to finish the hat. So get your yarn, your red yarn ready, and make a slip knot. We're going to flatten the bag. In half from whichever side you want to put the top part of the hat on. I have 9 stitches across. We're gonna make 1 single crochet in each stitch across. Then we're going to chain 2 and turn our work. Now we're going to do 1/2 a double crochet in each stitch across. chain 2 and turn. Just a minute, I need to get out more yarn. We're going to put 1 double crochet in each stitch across. We're going to chain 2 and turn. We're going to do a double crochet decrease in the first 2 stitches. Whoops. Another double crochet decrease in the next 2 stitches. 1 double crochet in the following stitch. A double crochet decrease in the next 2 stitches. And a double decrease in the last 2 stitches. Chain 2 and turn. We're going to do 1 double crochet decrease in the first 2 stitches, 1 double crochet, and 1 double crochet decrease in the last 2 stitches. Chain 2 and turn. 1 double crochet decrease in the first 2 stitches, and 1 double crochet. Chain 2 and turn. And then in the last 2 stitches we're just going to do 1 double crochet decrease, and then chain 1 and fasten off. Weave in your ends and I'll be back. Okay, this is what you should have so far. I hope it didn't go through this part of the hat too fast. If I did, please let me know and I will slow down. I tend to forget that I'm a faster crocheter than most. Okay, we're going to set him aside. If you have a pom-pom maker and you want to do this with the pom-pom maker, that's fine, but I don't have one, so I'm going to make it this way. So I fasten off a long piece of the white yarn and I put it in between my second and third finger. Then I take my longer yarn, and I've pulled out quite a bunch, and I just wrap my hand several times with the white yarn. Don't really count how many times I go around, I just go around. looks good. So now I'm going to fasten off my white yarn and set my white yarn aside. And get my tails ready and slowly pull the yarn off my hand. Placing it down, and then I'm going to double knot the white yarn that I had cut off previously. Pull tight and double knot it. Then I turn it over, wrapping the yarn around the other way to the other side, and I double knot it there. So now you have something that looks like this. And I take my pair of scissors and I cut all the loops, hopefully in half. Doesn't really matter if you don't get them in half. Just make sure you get all the loops on both sides. Don't need to go through rushing this. Just take your time at it. And this is what I have so far. So I have my garbage can behind me. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to trim all these off until it gets down to the pom-pom that I like. And when mine is done, I will be back to show you it. Okay, once you have it cut it, you need to fluff it up a little bit. Oh, I still have some longer yarns. Okay, I gotta cut off the longer yarns. I'll be back. Okay. So after you fluff a little bit, cut a little bit, and fluff a little bit, this is what I have left. And so we're going to get our darning hook and our snowman, our snowman, our Santa Claus. I don't know where a snowman came from. And we're going to fasten this on the end of the hat. So I take one end and go in one side. Take my other end, go in the opposite side. And then I just double knot these together. And then I cut the excess off. Whoops. Sorry, didn't mean to move the camera. And this little one is just way too long, so I'm going to cut him off. Okay. That's what it should look like. Here's your whole bag. think you turned out pretty good. Congratulations, you're done. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Thank you for hitting the notification bell. Videos you need to watch for is in a week or so I'll be having a giveaway. You need to be on the watch for that. I have fingerless gloves I'm working on that I'd like to do a video for. I hope each and every one of you had a happy Thanksgiving. I know my daughter and I did. Please be safe and take care. Until next time, bye!